This video explains how to change the interior bulb in a ND MX-5. Mine is a 2017 ND RF version. The first thing you need to do is remove the lens over the bulb. It doesn't explain how to do that in the manual. I found one or two pictures on the internet of people doing it with a screwdriver. I was very wary of doing that to avoid damage, so I'm using a pry tool. This is one of the pry tools I use when I'm removing panels in the car. It's a bit of a tight fit, but it does come out very, very easily once you get your pry tool under the lens there. Of course I've dropped it, but it's out safely. Now this is the failed bulb. It is an LED bulb, and I have replaced it from the original, which was an incandescent bulb, a 10-watt incandescent bulb. I replaced it because, well, the original incandescent bulb failed, but also it didn't give much light in the cabin, and the similar one in the boot didn't give much light either, so I thought an LED one would be better. If you're going to buy an LED, you need a festoon 31mm bulb, 31mm. You can get them off eBay quite cheaply, but they're not very high quality. So this one's only lasted a year or so, but it's very easy to change, and the light is so very much better than the incandescent bulbs. I think it's worth doing it. If you do want the incandescent bulb, the 10-watt festoon, also 31mm, that is Halford's code 269. But I'm going to put in another LED bulb because I've just bought 4 from eBay. Remember, of course, if you do this without disconnecting the car battery, then the circuit is live because the doors are open. And so just be careful about that. Withdraw the bulb carefully, and I think this is a good reason to use a plastic tool to remove it rather than a metal one. Right, I'm going to try to remove the old bulb now. Very straightforward with my plastic tool. That's more or less out now. Yeah, I think I can get that now. And here's my packet of 4 new replacements. Remember the 31mm festoon bulbs. I'll try to get the new one in now, remembering that it's live. The new bulb just pushes in. It's very easy. Now, I thought it would be live. In fact, it wasn't, because clearly when the doors are open for some time, after a while the light switches off. So when I put it in, the light didn't come on straight away, and there was presumably no risk of an electric shock. So anyway, it's in there safely now. We open the door and the light comes on nice and bright. So all that's left to do now is to replace the lens. And the lens just pushes on. Quite a snug fit. Make sure you get the slot for the switch in the right place. Just push it in, and there it is, nice and tight. And we've now got a lovely bright LED light for another year or so till it fails again. But as we know, it's really easy to replace. And you can do exactly the same in the boot, and it really helps there to have much more light in the boot. So for a few quid for a few LED bulbs, it's well worth doing, I think.